All right, guys. So I was just minding my business as usual, and then Portia's tea kind of like uncovered itself for me. Like when I say it fell into my lap, it fell into my lap. It fell into my lap twice. Okay. Now let's dive into it. Like the video, subscribe. You already know what we're talking about based on the title. Now here we go. So let me tell y'all some of Portia's tea while giving you a little bit of mine. So I'm literally in the process of trying to move within the next year. Literally next year, 2026, I'm supposed to be moving. I live overseas if you guys don't know. But anywho, let's get back to topic. So I'm looking at homes outside of Atlanta where my family lives, like Duluth, Gwinnett County. And I just so happened to see a home that is literally like Porsha's house on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Same exact city, same home type. And I'm just over there like, what? Is this her house that she gave her mother? There's no way. I mean, she said she gave it to her mom. I mean, she's staying in Simon's house for free. Why would she be selling that unless she needs the money? Well, I guess Porsha needs the money because I literally bypassed it. Like I said, I'm on YouTube. I watch other YouTubers, guys. I love watching YouTube all day. So I'm watching Lakeisha Keisha, and she confirms for me that that is indeed Portia's house. You guys can check this house out on Realtor right now, realtor.com. Portia's house is on Realtor. And I'm just like, I literally saw that home when I was looking, not saying I can afford a home on that budget, not yet. Y'all ease up on me. But literally, I had just saw the house and Lakeisha Keisha confirmed it for me. And then, of course, I didn't have to stop there. I had to do some more research online and look up the realtor facts and this and that. Sure enough, that is Portia's home on the market. Now, why would Porsha need to sell her home that she originally bought for herself, what, back in 2016, 2017, I believe? I believe it's 2016. I have to check the facts again. Porsha bought this home for herself, and as soon as Simon rescued her, she abandoned ship and gave the home to her mother. But did she really give it to her mother, or was it a lie? And I say a lie because, guys, in Porsha and Simon's divorce paperwork and legal paperwork, the agreement was Porsha was gifting her home to her mother. So when you gift a home to someone, you no longer own it. So y'all already know that Porsha's first divorce with Cordell Stewart did not go her way at all. She ended up not really getting much at all from the divorce, and she had to go live and move back in with her mother, and she didn't have anything. And I really do think that traumatized Porsha, because after that, we really got to see the ultimate gold digger come out of Porsha. I mean, she would only date a guy if he had a coin. It didn't matter if he looked like something you would step on with the bottom of your shoe. Porsha didn't care. She just wanted her coins. And I really think that traumatized her. I mean, I remember her saying too that her and her mother grew up like very tight on finances, and it must have sucked because, you know, on her father's side, they have like that legacy and, you know, all those nice things going on. So she probably felt very crappy not being fortunate, and then becoming an adult and you live in a castle and then you get kicked out from your husband. I think Porsha was so traumatized from all that. She literally got with Simon, ensured that he would give her a monthly allowance, and then ensured a strict prenup that would enhance her lifestyle for when they separate. Now, back to what I was saying with the whole thing where in her legal paperwork, it was under that she would basically be gifting the home to her mother. So Simon's defense, his legal, this is how it works, guys. In their prenup or their legal contract agreement marriage, basically Porsha is the less fortunate one financially, and she doesn't have anything, okay? She doesn't have a home. She doesn't make as much money as Simon. She quit all her jobs for him, right? So in exchange, Simon is going to be footing the bill for her, aka giving her financial support monthly in case they were to separate. And during the marriage, he gives her financial support. You know, letting her stay in the home so she could have somewhere to live, because remember, She doesn't have a home according to the legal paperwork, right? Their contract, their prenup. She didn't have a home anymore. She gave it to her mother. She gifted it to her mother, right? That's her mother's home now, not hers anymore. So all those things were making Simon and her have this agreement where, yes, I'm responsibly going to financially take care of you for a while, and I will after we divorce for a while. Well, this kind of changes everything now that we know that Porsha never really let go of the home and that she's now about to make funds off of selling her home. And if y'all don't know, Porsha was rewarded an alimony payment of between $30,000 to $40,000 a month from Simon. However, with him being, in the ICE custody at one point and then him actually filing for an appeal on that whole divorce thing, she's not getting paid anything by Simon right now. And allegedly, he's not paying the mortgage from what I heard. Now, Simon said out of his own mouth that he's not paying her alimony. So that's a fact. That's not even alleged. Simon said he's not paying her any alimony. And right now, he's not even in America, so he really doesn't have to. And it's just kind of crazy because I think Porsha expected everything to quickly be a quick turnaround for her. Like, Simon would quickly have to do those payments and pay all her legal bills. Guys, Porsha paid a lot of money in legal fees, okay? The way they were going back and forth in court, you already know that was a bunch of legal fees. Well, Simon's not paying that. And she thought that she would use that alimony to help pay off the mortgage at her mom's house, aka her house. And she probably thought that she would use Simon's money to, pay for everything pretty much that she expenses up to. And you guys are probably thinking, oh, well, what does Porsha spend so much money on? She only has one kid. Well, when you live a lifestyle that is so enhanced and you have a lot of materialistic things going on, it can rack up. I mean, she even has like an au pair or a nanny. And don't get me wrong, her child's father, Dennis, is very fortunate. He is very wealthy, okay? Don't take it for granted. Dennis makes a lot of money. He's definitely a millionaire. But Porsha's expenses and budget is extremely high. And I feel like she lives above her means because you've gotten to the point where you have a millionaire baby daddy who pays for everything, allegedly. Let's be real. Do y'all really think that Porsha's going to pay for anything when she can make him pay for it and he's still crazy about her? No. And I get it. Why not, right? Okay, you have your rich baby daddy. You have a home that you own in your name that you could have moved back in, but you didn't want to. Fine. Okay. You have a show that you make between 1.5 to 2 million on, not to mention all the side gigs that you get from the show. So for Porsha to be low on finances right now, that's just crazy. It is so crazy, okay? You have businesses. You sell hair, you sell sheets, you do interviews, you have brand partnerships. How on earth are you at the point where you're doing low on finances? I mean, guys, when her and Simon were dating, not even married yet, he was paying her monthly $30K just to date him, okay? And when they got married, it kept going. I am so confused how this girl has to sell the home that she was holding on to in her name, the only home in her name. All right, guys, so as you can see, here's the details on Porsha's home. The estimated mortgage is over 12 grand, okay? That's not a lot for someone like her. It's really not. You have to remember, she makes between 1.5 to 2 million on Housewives, okay? That's not including everything else that she makes money on, okay? Now, if your budget, your means of living is super high, that's on you. It shouldn't even be that much. What are you spending your money on? You have one kid, like I said. Dennis is loaded. Dennis is chasing Porsha around. He wants her back so bad. She's not paying for nothing with that girl, allegedly, okay? And I didn't mean nothing when I said that girl. Pilar is a beautiful girl. I hope she ends up better than her mother. But this home is listed for 1.8, okay? And if you want to be technical 1.850, okay? $1,850,000. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath, over 6,000 square feet on 0.77 of an acre. That's pretty big. In Duluth, Georgia. Duluth is a good city, guys. If y'all can afford this home, well, actually, she's going to have to lower that price because there's a lot of nice mansions in Georgia right now for less than that. She's going to have to lower her price. And right now, this economy, this market is not good for home sellers. No one's buying these homes. The mortgage rates are insane. If she really needs the money, she's going to have to lower the price for sure. The home was built in 2004. Guys, I'm so shocked that Porsha would sell this home. I mean, why? Like, surely, you've been making a mortgage payments on it for a while. I mean, why would you want to give up something that's in your name when you're going to be eligible to own it in some more years, Well, probably a lot more years, but still. It's just very odd to me that she would do that. I mean, she bought it for $1 million back in 2016. So, I mean, not to mention Porsha was like owing a bunch of taxes and stuff. I'm going to say allegedly, just to say allegedly, you know how it is, but Porsha owed like a bunch of taxes at one point on this home. I mean, her taxes were like under the water. And it was so bad, Dennis ended up rescuing her and paying it off. And I believe that was after he had cheated on her or got caught cheating. So maybe he did it like, okay, I'm going to do it to try to make up to you. I'm going to pay your taxes for you and all your debt for you. So he had really saved her. If I was her, I wouldn't sell this home because you've been pretty much looked out for. I mean, Dennis was paying the mortgage for her at one point, not literally in his name because she wouldn't put his name on it. She said she would, but she wouldn't, allegedly. Dennis was paying rent to her so she could pay the mortgage. And remember, guys, she wanted Dennis to move into this home so he could help pay for everything and add a pool to the backyard and stuff. There's no pool in this house. But it just ended up happening that Dennis wasn't going with it. But he was paying the mortgage for her. So I say that to say she's had a lot of help. I mean, we don't even want to know all the men that have been in and out of that house. And I'm not no hater. I'm just, I mean, we can name a few that we've seen so far. But she's had a lot of help. So the fact that she would sell this home after, I don't know. You had so many opportunities to keep it is insane. But y'all get in the comments, what do y'all think about this? I mean, Porsha must be doing pretty bad on money for her to be having to sell this home. I know she loves her mother. I mean, she definitely does. That's one person who she is loyal to, in my opinion. So the fact that she's selling this home and her mom has to leave, I mean, something's going on. What do y'all think is going on? Please get in the comments. I love when y'all say things. I love responding to you guys. If you notice in my other videos, I always respond to y'all comments. But let's always keep it respectful, okay? And subscribe. Let's grow our community, guys. Seriously, let's get it up, okay? Well, y'all be safe and have a wonderful night. Peace.